Hello everyone. In last video, we have discussed about the two non-essential oral of the flower, that is calyx and corolla. Individual member of the calyx is sepal, while the individual member of corolla is petal. Now in this video, I am going to talk about the first important essential oral which is present in the flower, that is androecium. Okay. Actually, flower having two essential oral, that is androecium and gynoecium, out of which androecium is the male reproductive oral. Okay, it is the male reproductive structure present in the flower, and individual member of the androecium is known as stamen. In angiospermic plant, flower may have one or more stamens, and each stamen is made up of three different parts. Okay, suppose we draw the structure of stamen. In that case, we find swollen part, which is called as anther, a stalk of the anther called filament, and in between the different lobe of the anther, third part is present called connective. So each stamen in the androecium is made up of three different parts: filament, anther, and connective. Out of which, if we consider filament, it is nothing but the stalk of the anther, and filament play important role of raising the anther so that pollen grain can get dispersed properly. Okay, so the anther should have a proper length filament for proper dispersal of the pollen grain. So main function of the filament in the stamen is raising the anther for proper disposal of the pollen grains. Okay, now next part of the stamen is anther. Anther is nothing but the upper swollen fertile part of the stamen, and this anther is the site of production of the pollen grains. Okay, each anther is made up of different lobes. If the anther have single lobe, suppose this is the anther, and if I have only one lobe, then it is called as monothecous anther. And if the anther have two lobes, okay, in that case it is called as dithecous anther. Both these cases, monothecous and dithecous, in these cases, anther usually have a chamber inside it, and the chamber is called pollen sacs. Okay, so monothecous anther have two pollen sacs, while dithecous anther have 2 plus 2, 4 pollen sacs. And pollen sacs are the site where actual process of pollen grain production occurs. Okay, so these are the place where male reproductive organs or male reproductive structure pollen grain get produced. Okay, now third important part of the stamen is connective. Connective is nothing but the midrib-like structure which is present in dithecous type of anther. Suppose this is the first lobe of the anther and second lobe, and both these lobes of the anther get connected to each other by midrib-like structure, which is a sterile tissue, and that structure is called connective. So this is connective. The main function of the connective is to connect both the lobe of the anther in case of dithecous anther. Okay, so stamen is the individual unit of the androecium, and each stamen is made up of three important parts: filament, which is a stalk-like structure, and the function of the filament is to raise the anther for proper disposal of the pollen grain. Then anther is the swollen fertile part of the stamen, which is attached at the tip of the filament, and if the anther have single lobe, it is called as monothecous anther, and if the anther have more than one lobe or the two lobe, it is called as dithecous anther. Each anther having two chambers called pollen sac, where pollen grains are produced, and in case of dithecous anther, two lobes are connected with each other by sterile tissue called connective. So this is the structure of the stamen. Now, on the basis of different criteria, androecium can be classified in case of an angiospermic flower. Okay, so first is where the stamen is free. Okay, that means a flower having different stamens, and stamens are free from one another. In that case, such flower is called as polyandrous flower. Okay, because in this type of flower, stamens are usually free from one another, and if these stamens are fused with one another, okay, that means filament or anther is fused with one another. In that case, the flower can be classified into different types. Okay, so there are three important types of the flower on the basis of fusion of the stamen. So these are the type of a flower on the basis of fusion of the stamen. If in flower only anther is fused, okay, and filament is free, okay, that means this anther of the stamens, different stamens, is fused in the flower and filament is free from one another. In that case, such condition is called syngeny. Okay, syn means join. Sometimes it is also called as synanthrous condition. Why synanthrous? Because the anthers are fused with one another, so it is called as synanthrous condition. And we can draw this type of flower. Okay, suppose this is dithecous anther. Okay, then second anther, third, fourth. Okay, and all anthers are connected with one another. That means anther are fused and filaments are free. Such condition is called as syngeny or synanthrous condition. Okay, which is normally observed in many type of flowers. Okay, then if filaments are fused, these filaments are fused with one another and anthers are free. In that case, it is called as adelphous condition. Okay, and depending upon the bundle of the filament produced due to the fusion, there are three different types of the flower. Okay, so if due to fusion of the filament of the stamen only one bundle is produced, then it is called as monoadelphous condition. Okay, that means suppose this is the bundle of filament and anthers are free. Okay, so this bundle of the filament which is produced due to fusion is also called as staminal tube. And you can see the anthers are free from one another, so it is called as adelphous condition. And single bundle is produced, that is single staminal tube is present in the flower, so it is called as monoadelphous condition. If two bundles are produced, such condition is called as diadelphous. Okay, so if we want to draw diadelphous condition, this is first bundle of the filament. Okay, and this is second bundle, and each bundle have free anthers. Such condition is called as diadelphous condition because two staminal tubes are produced in the flower. In many cases, the larger bundle is containing 9 filament, while the smaller bundle contain 1, 9 plus 1 arrangement. of the filament is observed in diadelphous condition. Now, if the flower have more than 2 bundles of the filament, in that case, such flower more than 2 bundle, okay, and such flower is called as polyadelphous flower. Here you can see, if we observe the flower carefully, first bundle, second bundle, third, fourth, many bundles of the filament or staminal tubes are observed in this type of flower, and every bundle have 3 anthers at the top. Okay, so it is called as polyadelphous condition, in which more than 2 bundles of the filaments are present. Now, this is all about the adelphous condition, in which filaments are fused and anthers are free from one another. Now, the third case is both are fused. That means filaments and anther is fused with one another, and such condition is called as synandrous. Syn means fused and androus is, that is androecium. This is synandrous, in which only anthers are fused and filaments are free, but in this case both anther and filaments are fused. Okay, so it is called as synandrous condition. Now, these are the 3 important types, that is syngeny or anthers are fused and filaments are free, then adelphous, in which filaments are fused and anthers are free, and synandrous, in which both are fused. Okay, now the well-known example of syngenous condition is sunflower plant. Okay, sunflower generally show this type of fusion, in which anthers are fused with one another but filaments are fused free. Then in adelphous type there are 3 different types. Okay, monoadelphous type of arrangement is observed in hibiscus flower. Okay, then diadelphous type of arrangement is observed in pea plants. Okay, all the pea plants having flower which show 2 bundles of the filaments while anthers are free. Then polyadelphous type of arrangement is observed in all the type of citrus plants. Okay, example is lemon. If we observe the flower of lemon plant, we can find different staminal tubes and anthers are free. Okay, so it is called as polyandrous. Now, if both are fused, anther and filaments are fused, in that case, the condition is called synandrous, and a well-known example of synandrous condition is the plant in which anther and filaments are fused, cucumber. Okay, so we have discussed the 3 different types of the flower or androecium on the basis of fusion of the anther and filaments, okay, as well as their examples. The next criteria for classification of the androecium is on the basis of attachment of the stamen to the other whorls. Okay, there are 2 important whorls are present in the flower, that is calyx, individual member is sepal, and corolla, individual member is petal, and sometimes stamen get attached with the calyx and corolla, and such type of arrangements are described by 3 different types. Number 1 is epipetalous. Okay, what is epipetalous? If this is thalamus of the flower and flower have large bright color petals, which is the individual member of corolla, and now stamens are attached with the petals, not entire stamen but only the part of filament of the stamen is attached with the petal, and then you can see anthers are free. Okay, but some part of the filament is attached with the petal of the flower, it is called as epipetalous condition. Now In case of epicephalus, name itself suggests, suppose this is the thalamus of the flower, which having sepals, small green color structure. Okay, inside the sepal, you can find large petals. Okay, but now stamens or filaments are attached with the sepals. Some part of the filament is attached with the sepal. Okay, and anthers are generally free. Such type of structures is called as epicephalous condition. Epi means fused or attached, and cephalous, that is sepals. Okay, that means stamens are attached with the sepal. Third type of whorl may be present in the flower, in which instead of petal and sepal, flower have perianth. An individual member of the perianth is tepals. And if stamens are attached with the staple, it is called as epitepalous condition. Okay, so suppose this is the thalamus, and thalamus have quite different structure called tepals, and now the part of the filament is attached with the tepals and part is free, that is anther is free, and such condition is called as epitepalous condition. So on the basis of attachment of the stamen to the other whorl, that is calyx, corolla and perianth, there are three different type of the stamen, that is epipetalous, epicephalous and epitepalous. Okay, the next criteria for classification of the androecium is on the basis of length of the filament. Okay, so this filament have different length in the flower, and on the basis of the length of filament there are two different types of the flower or androecium, that is didynamous androecium and tetradidynamous. Okay, so in case of didynamous arrangement or didynamous type of flower, name itself suggests di plus di. Okay, that means this type of flower have total 4 anther or 4 stamen. Okay, di plus di, 2 plus 2, out of which 2 stamen have long filament and 2 stamen have short filament. So it is called as didynamous type of androecium. If we want to draw the figure, this is thalamus, then outer 2 stamens have filament which is long, and inner 2 stamen have filament which is short in length. Okay, so on the basis of length of the filament, the first type is didynamous, in which total 4 stamens are present. Outer 2 stamens show long filaments and inner 2 stamens show short filament. Now next type is tetradidynamous. Okay, tetra means 4 and di means 2, so total 6 stamens are present in this type of flower, and out of the 6, 4 stamen is long and 2 stamens are short. Okay, and if we want to draw the diagram, this is the thalamus, and thalamus have inner 4 stamen which is long, while the outer 2 stamen is short in length. Okay, so it is called as tetradidynamous. Okay, so on the basis of length of the filament, there are 2 different types of the androecium, that is didynamous and tetradidynamous. The last criteria which is used for classification of the androecium is on the basis of position of attachment of filament to anther. Okay, so stamen having 3 parts: filament, anther and connective, and on the basis of where this filament is attached to the anther, there are 4 different type of the stamens. Okay, first is basifixed. Suppose this is dithecous anther. Okay, and to the dithecous anther, filament is attached to the base, and such type of stamen is called as basifixed, because filament is generally attached to the basal site or to the base of the anther. Now in case of dorsifixed, suppose this is the anther. Okay, now In this case, filament is attached to the dorsal side of the anther. So it is called as dorsifixed type of stamen. Now in case of adennate type, generally filaments are attached to the entire length of the anther. Okay, so filaments is not attached to the basal or dorsal side, but it is run throughout the length of the anther. It is called as adennate type of the stamen. Now in the next or versatile type of arrangement, generally dorsifixed and versatile is same, but the difference is that in case of versatile, anther become longitudinal or long. Okay, so this is dithecous anther, and filament is attached to the basal or dorsal position of the anther. Okay, so it is similar to the dorsifixed, but the difference is that anther become long, okay, in the structure, and due to which they can be easily moved due to wind. Okay, and we know that some flower require wind for pollination purpose. It is called as anemophilous type of pollination, and in such flower, this type of attachment of the filament to the anther is observed, which is called as versatile type of stamen. So there are four different criteria by which androecium can be classified, like on the basis of fusion of the anther to the filament, then on the basis of attachment of the stamen to the other whorl like sepal, petal or perianth, that is staple. Then on the basis of length of the filament, two type, didynamous and tetradynamous, and on the basis of attachment of the filament to the anther, there are four types: basifixed, dorsifixed, adennate and versatile. So this is all about the first important essential whorl of the flower, that is androecium. Thank you.